Hello, beautiful sister queens out there. This is Dr. Destiny. I am back with another video. Today, I'm going to go into more details about what C is. Capital S period, capital E period, capital A, C. And I want you to get to understand exactly where we are coming from when we talk about the C. This is our journey to C. Go to our About page here on Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats, and you read the About page and you get this information that was explained a little more deeper on what the C is about. Hi again, Dr. Destiny is here. I am on this platform today of Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats, bringing to you out there another video of Sister Queens. I stand here on behalf to represent my beautiful queen sister Ivory, my sister queen Marisa, and we represent Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats. Oh, I get a lot of people say, well, I didn't know it was three of you ladies. It's three of us, but we are one. It's three of us. People see like, oh, it's such amazing. I thought I was talking to just one. No, it's three. So, but from now on, when we go on as Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats, we will put into the chat box, whatever, and we will say, Ivory is here, or Marisa is here, or Dr. Destiny is here. So then you will know which sister that you are communicating with. Did you understand me? When we go into the live streams, and every time we go under the name of Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats LLC, when we communicate in the chat box, we will say, if it's Ivory, Ivory is here. If it's Marisa, Marisa is here. If it's Dr. Destiny, myself, I would say Dr. Destiny is here. So you know exactly which sister that you are communicating with, okay? That's the deal, so remember that. So today I'm gonna talk to you, sister queens out there, about the three pillars of building a strong sisterhood community. I did a video on this in the beginning of our journey, so I want to expound a little bit more deeper on this topic. I want you to understand that to have a strong foundation, we're going to have to lay some pillars, some deep, strong pillars to give us the support we need so we can be able to stand. Our foundation must be firm and sure, so it will remain standing through the whole process, to the durability of whatever we have to attain or whatever we have to stand against during the journey that we are making to where we are trying to get to. So let's talk about this. And I got me some notes here, and I'm going to be looking down a little bit so the queens will stay right there. Now, our channel is about taking a journey to see, and I explained that to you already. Capital S period, capital E period, capital A period, which stands as acronym, which stands for support, encouragement, accountability. So let me talk about the C, because when I think about the C, it takes me back to the days when I was reading the Word, the Bible, and I was looking how Jesus, Christ consciousness, he lived around the sea. He walked on the sea. He did a lot of activities on the sea. He brought disciples to himself from their boats on the sea. He had disciples to walk on the sea. The sea is significant. He talks about the sea so much in the New Testament, in the Gospels. What do you call it? I'm so sorry, my people. Listen. But listen. C. Again, it's an acronym that we sisters here, Marisa, Ivory, and myself, that we use for support, encouragement, and accountability. So let's dig into this deeper, sisters. C is the salt water covering the earth, or a large body of water which is partially land. Seafaring. I know you all heard seafaring. Well, seafaring is significant to those who hang around the sea, because there are people that travel back and forth, in and out, through and around the sea. Seafaring is a way of life. Now, if you go to your Bibles in the New Testament, Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 says that we are the salt of the earth. Sister Queen's empowerment chat. It is like the saltiness of the deep sea to our sisters to help you to remain seasoned, flavorful, and tasty. Also, Matthew chapter 5, 13, it says this, but if the salt has lost its flavor, no, if the salt has lost its flavor, with what will it be restored with? Sisters out there, my queen sisters, listen. That is where sister to sister empowerment chats comes in like that sea to lend you that support that you need. We're throwing out life jackets to help our sisters to survive in their sea or whatever they've been going through that has not been steering them in the way they need to go, and they feel like they are floating down the river and never going to any place, but they feel at the point it's coming where they're going to drown. But we're here to throw you a life jacket, throw you out a life jacket so you can catch on and you can come and be a part of that journey to your greater and higher self. So, as I said, Matthew chapter 5, verse 13 also says, but if the salt has lost its flavor, with what will it be restored with? Sisters, that is where we come in, Marisa, Ivory, and Dr. Destiny. We come in here on the Sisterhood community platform of Sister Empowerment Chat. We come in like that sea to replenish you, to restore your salty seasoning, to add the flavor back to your life, so that our sisters, our queen sisters, will become fresh again and refreshing. So let's go deeper into this. I'm going to explain it as simple as possible. So listen. Understanding how C, S, capital E, capital A, can help is vital to the long-term success and stability of any journey to finding yourself, sisters, and also finding your purpose. All people thrive in an environment of support, encouragement, and accountability. All people, especially we want our sister queens. You know, if you're thriving in that community, we want you to be able to get that what you're seeking, that what you're longing for, that what you want. There may be no better place, sister queens, than to recognize that truth than a small sisterhood community. That you're out there, not on that sea, in that journey all by yourself. We are sisters. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. You got all your sisters with you. Bring them all here to Sister Empowerment Chats, and let us ride that sea together. Let us ride that wave to support. Let us ride that wave to encouragement. Let us ride that wave to accountability. Let us help our sisters who feel like they are drowning to strap on their sea jackets, their life jackets. And we're going to make this journey together. No sister left behind. That is our whole purpose here on Sister Empowerment Chats. All people thrive in an environment of support, encouragement, and accountability. There may be no better place, sisters, than to recognize that truth in a small sisterhood community. And with so many different sisterhoods out there, and you can find them everywhere, even the college fraternities, you can find them everywhere. There's a sisterhood. But with so many different sisterhoods, you would think that support, encouragement, and accountability, C, would be a very common place. as a sisterhood promoter. And I promote sisterhood. I empower our women, our sisters, our queens, our ladies, our mothers, our daughters, our girlfriends. I empower them to become the greater, better self, to know their value, to know their worth, to know who they really are. I encourage you into a strong, supportive sisterhood community. That's what I promote. That is so important to me. As a sisterhood promoter, I can tell you that they are not always out there surviving on their own. Our sisters are not always doing their best. Our sisters are not always stepping out into their best, better self. There's so many pillows and there's so many winds and butcher winds and whatever that comes at them every day to knock them down. That's why we're there in the sea with you. There are many reasons that sisterhood communities do not feel or experience the advantages of sea. The support, the encouragement, and the accountability. Why? Because we're always so busy. We always multitasking. We always tell ourselves, it's okay, I got this, and we know that we are sinking. We know that we're not comfortable with in the skin that we're in. We know that we don't have the knowledge, the power, the information, but we want to pretend. And we fake ourselves out to believing it's okay when it's not okay. When you can just either say, sister, I need you. Sister, I feel like myself drowning. Help me. And that's why we're there, because we are constantly lying, pretending, we live in false scenarios of any parts of our life. We are so busy. Our lives are so filled with so many distractions. We are constantly multitasking. We're always taking on one thing, another thing, and we're not finished doing the first thing that we even started. There are too many commitments that we always programming and connecting ourselves with. There's not enough help because we don't seek for help. We don't say, hey, I need you to help me. We don't designate a lot of things that we're doing to other people so we can get the help that we need so we can stay afloat. We're just too busy. There's not enough help. Then there's poor networking. And people like, they don't believe in networking. We got to connect with everyone that we can in a community to bring ourselves together so we can help one another, so we can build strong communities and support. And then our sister accountability, group options, a lot of times we don't even have any. We don't have them. They don't offer that support in that community or that sister community or that. We don't offer this or that. And the list, my queens, it goes on, and it goes on, and it goes on. But the truth is that sisterhood communities can run themselves so ragged, so into a rut, trying to juggle so many things, trying to juggle everything. And it takes a whole community, it takes a whole village of women to be able to do that. But we allow ourselves to be run ragged and trying to juggle everything. But it takes a real strong sisterhood community of queens like yourself to build strong communities of love, of peace, of truth, support, encouragement, accountability. It's all the foundation of becoming the woman that we are, becoming a phenomenal woman that we were created to be. If we don't take some time to push the pause button, sisters, we burn ourselves out. If we don't take time to push the pause button to breathe in support, to be embraced by encouragement, and to be lifted by accountability. Sisters, listen, we run the risk of burning out. We become bitter in our battles. We become angry, frustrated. We withdraw ourselves to places that we disconnect ourselves from our sisters when we really need them. Are you your sister's keeper? Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, we all are our sister's keeper. But you gotta keep us connected if things are not going right, if things is falling apart. How we know if you don't communicate? That's why we gotta build that support, that encouragement. We have to learn that accountability, but you got to be honest and stand up and say, I need my sisters with me. So, we allow too many things to come in. We find ourselves burning the candle at both ends and becoming bitter in the battle. And we find ourselves drowning in the very sea that we are trying to survive in. Understanding how sea can help is vital to the long-term success and stability of any wholesome sisterhood. Sister to sister communities, they have the most to gain as they have a direct impact on so many lives in a sisterhood community. So, listen, queens, listen, sisters. How can we survive without putting into place these three vital, very significant, important pillars that we need to be able to have grounded so we can have some way of support to keep ourselves being empowered every single day of our lives? How can we survive without putting into place these three pillars as the very foundation that we queens need to stand on? Those three pillars are support, encouragement, accountability. Remember those three pillars. If you don't have those three pillars grounded in your life, your foundation's gonna rock when the first storm it blows in light. It's gonna start crumbling when everything around you becomes so distracting, when all kinds of pressure comes and all kinds of stress flows in. When the first current wave just started moving and started shifting, you're gonna find yourself shifting with the wind, with the waves. So we need to put down those pillars of support, encouragement, and accountability. So let me express and explain why these three pillars are definitely, queens, they are so needed in building a strong sisterhood community. I'm going to take my notes from this point on. I'm going to read it from the notes because I want you all to get this very significant information. So I will be looking down, but you can hear my voice, so follow the voice. That's all you need to do is hear. Okay, these three pillars of support that is so vitally important to building a strong sisterhood community, a strong foundation to stand on, as I said, is support, encouragement, and accountability. First, let's talk about support. Support. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people, moving in the same direction as you and your journey. It offers the kind of support needed to handle daily vigors or daily rigors of sisterhood ownerships, sisterhood communities. Without a supportive environment, it might take much longer to find such innovative tools to work with, queens. We all need to access great advice, other people's experiences, their stories, and their journeys to where they're trying to go as the creator of the universe. God is pulling them in the direction that they should be. Also, my people, we need to access the tools that help our journey run more smoothly. And in environmental support, we get all of those things and something perhaps even greater. You know what that is, queens? What we get that's even greater is that feeling that we are not alone. You will never be alone in a strong, supported sisterhood community. That's why Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats is here to support you. That's why Ivory, that's why Marissa, and Dr. Destin here. We are here to share our experiences, our stories, everything that we are going through life. I don't care if it's bad, good, ugly, right, wrong, whatever we have done. We have experienced it, we live it, we want to share it. And you will never be alone. Number 2, encouragement. Encouragement. Knowing that you have the right tools is great, but without some solid encouragement, listen, without some solid encouragement. Discouragement is a natural result of the daily grind of running a sisterhood. Having people around to recognize your achievements or booster you when things don't go as planned can really make a substantial difference in your life, queens. Many sisterhoods have reported that an encouraging word or a positive note helped them to hang in there for another day. That's why we empower our women. We speak truth. We speak what the word says. We speak into their lives. We help them to see them at their best and better self. We help them to recognize that they are not what the enemies out there are saying, the ego is saying. You are your best self. He has created you for greatness. That's why we love to empower our queens. So listen, many sisterhoods have reported that an encouraging word or even a positive note has helped them to hang in for another day. On the other hand, I have met several struggling sisterhood communities myself who felt isolated, who felt alone, who felt like they didn't have that accountability, they didn't have that support, they didn't have that encouragement. I have met women who said, well, I'm in a sisterhood community, but what are they feeding you? What are they giving you to strengthen you, to empower you, to help you to grow? What are they giving you to help you to stand up and use your wings and use your words, your voice? I've met so many that's not receiving that encouraging word. They are struggling, and I don't want to see anybody in any community, especially here on Sisters and Paramedic Chats, who has to struggle. They have to sit back and question whether they're going to help me, or are they going to speak a word, or are they going to lend me accountability, or are they going to lend me some support. We're going to do everything we can to help you, but the whole key is to it, do you want to help yourself? You got to get up and want to help yourself. Helping yourself first, and when we see you helping yourself and you're struggling, stay in the fight, when you see you struggling, trying to stay alive so you won't drown, and when the sea comes in and starts sucking you under, be there before you even get under the water. But we got to see you fight first. You got to put in your work. And we're going to come up there and be that support, those pillars to help you to be able to stand and overcome the obstacles and the pains and the troubles and all those things that come after you. To pull you out of your achievement, your goal to become your greater higher self. And I met several struggling sisterhood communities who felt so isolated. And I got to keep saying that. So when encouragement was not present, they felt like they had no one. When sisterhood feels supported and encouraged, they weather the storm better. They ride out the wave. And their community tend to prosper. Their lives begin to prosper. Their success begin to bloom and blossom. The queen within that they have never thought they would be, it began to shine. Especially when they add that third element of success to their lives. And that third element I'm going to talk about now is accountability. So here's the third pillar, accountability. Being your own boss or working in your own sisterhood community can sometimes mean that you have no one to be accountable to. Eventually, we will all be held accountable. We will all be held accountable by our sisters. Hold them to that. Don't let them off the hook. Say, hey, I'm supporting you, you gotta support me back. We help each other. We all will be held accountable by our sisters, but for day-to-day tasks, a sisterhood leader needs to be intentional about adding that strong layer of accountability. And why? Dr. Destiny, tell us why. I'm so glad you asked that question, because you're going to get an answer. Why? Listen, queens, without those layers of accountability added, without it, many sisterhoods fail to reach their goals. They fail to mature. They fail to develop. They fail to become the greater and better version of whom the Creator has created for them to be. They fail to grow. They fail to achieving life success. They fail at becoming the woman, the phenomenal woman that they are. They fail at becoming the sister that they are. They fail at becoming the wife that they can be. They fail at becoming the mother that they were appointed they were by the Creator for them to be. They fail at life. Because that layer of accountability is so significant, it has to be laid. It has to be posted down firmly so they have something to lean on. That's why it's so important. Without it, many sisterhoods, it fails to reach the goals. It fails to reach the places that they need to be going. They fail to reach them, and they fail to reach their goals or grow as they should or as they could grow. And this stagnation causes a lack of opportunity for those they initiate. For those sisters that go out there, try to support and help bring it to the community, and they don't have these 3 pillars already there, but when they come in, that they have already that support, but they have already in place that accountability, they have already in place that encouragement. If they don't have it after they got to initiate them, and they come in, and all of a sudden the first wave of upset activities or whatever drama may comes in their life, and they got nothing to hang on. It's like floating back out there into that deep part of the sea where there's no return. Listen, sister, stagnation causes a lack of opportunity for those that they initiate. Our sisterhood here at Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats, we have grown pretty steadily over the last 5 months since we started this YouTube community, Sisterhood community, 5 months ago. But however, when we added our personal coaches to come in and to speak to our queendom community, we see our queens are excited. Our queens are ready to come in and join us. Our queens are just being empowered and encouraged to work harder at staying on the waves and riding that sea to the end of it. And we are there to help you on your journey through the sea. That's why we bring in coaches, life coaches. That's why we bring in experienced entrepreneurs and business partners and motivational speakers, and bring in the best strong people who have had these experiences, have lived through them. They are teaching it. They are going around the whole world, countries and everywhere else, and throughout the communities, talking to our sisters. But when we bring in our personal coaches to speak to our sisterhood, our queendom community, things really started running better and in the right direction of success, not just for us, but for you out there who has been engaging, who has been coming to our communities and listening to our platforms when our speakers are on the platform, speaking out their hearts to you, trying to help you to see yourself as the queen that you are. So when you have business, personal coaches, or a community that is watching you, when you have personal business coaches or personal coaches or a community that's watching your daily or your weekly or your monthly progress, then there is an added amount of pressure to perform. And that is where you sister queens comes in to extend that life jacket for other sisters to survive with accountability. Throw out the lifeline. Throw out that jacket, that life jacket. Some sisters today need your help. Some sisters today is out there drowning. You gotta be about your Father's business. You gotta be about what you are called to do. Throw out that jacket. Throw out that lifeline. Save that sister. Help them to survive by lending that accountability. And since all growth happens outside of the comfort zone, sister queens, listen, strong accountability partners, it helps us to reach further and to achieve new heights, to achieve new goals, and to become the best version of whom we were created to be, to help us to reach to that palace of royalty, to help us become the queens that we are. Look, Sister Queen, we are queens. We are royalty. You see, you got to put on that crown, strap it on. That's where we're trying to get to our sisterhood. And since all growth happens outside of the comfort zone, strong accountability partners help us to reach further and to achieve new heights. And this all will happen to you. My sister queen, this all will happen to you if you join Sisterhood Community. If you join us here at Sister to Sister Empowerment Chats, we guarantee you, we promise you, with everything within inside of us, myself, Dr. Destiny, Ivory, and Marisa, we promise you we will not let you down. We will be there to be that life support. We will be there to be those 3 pillars. We will be there to help you through that sea, so you can go on to your journey to become your greater, higher self, so you will gain the wisdom, the knowledge, and the empowerment that you need, whatever that you need to help your sisters who's out there feeling like they have no support at all. Go ahead on, join this sisterhood with us. Join Sister to Sister Empowerment Sisterhood Community, and we will be there to help you. On a further note, again, on behalf again of Ivory and Marisa here, Dr. Destiny, we will be back with another video. Please listen to this. I know I get lengthy. I get all caught up into my message, but it's very significant that you hear this message. On the next time that we talk to you queens out there, we want to hear what you're doing. We want to hear all about your experiences and things. Share with us. Drop in the comment section. We will drop our email address. If you got personal things you want to talk to us about, share, share, share. Talk to us. Put in your comments, like the video, share, watch the videos. Just tell other sisters about this community. We will see you at the next video. On this further note, we love you with all our heart, and we're glad that you have become a part of our sisterhood community. And for those who have not yet become, today is the day to sign up. See you at the next video. Namaste, my beautiful queens.